So, what is your name and what do you do at the Helsinki Wolverines?
My name is Steve Stokes. I'm the head coach of the men's first division team.
Tell us about yourself as a football player.
Well, my football career goes over 20 years, and it's taken me all over the world. I'm from America, and from there, it took me to college in all different parts of the U.S., and then to Canada, Germany, Italy, Austria, Switzerland. And when I came to Finland, there was never a question that I'd be coming back, just because of the way I was embraced by the team and even the country. And I'm actually applying for Finnish citizenship now. I met my wife here. We started a family here. I live here full time. So football has made me into the man that I am, and it's taught me so many things outside of football. I mean, we train all year long just to play on maybe 12 times a year. But all the work and preparation that goes into something like that really shapes you into the person that you become. And there's no doubt if I didn't play football, I'd be a completely different person. And there's not one part of me that's even curious to figure out who that person would have been.
To whom would you recommend American football?
American football is really for anybody. That's the beauty of the sport. It's the only sport where the smallest guy and the biggest guy can have just as important roles on the same field at the same time. Usually in a sport like basketball, everyone kind of needs to be tall or have similar skill sets, but American football has so many different diversities and so many different needs that really anyone that wants to be a part of a team, that wants to work hard and to do something as a unit, it's for them.
What is the best memory you have as a player in the Helsinki Wolverines?
That's a tough question because I played here for a little over 6 years, and there's so many great memories. Winning the Maple Bowl, being in the Maple Bowl 3 times, being in the playoffs almost every year. I think we only missed it 1 year. And just a lot of fun in playing the game and preparing for the game. If I had to narrow it down, it would have to be my first year here when we were 1-3. It wasn't looking too good for our season, and one of the guys on the team came and told me, like, you need to be the leader and you need to start speaking up, because I'm not used to, I never used to lead like that in the past. I was always a quiet guy that just wanted to play football, and to do something different, to have to step up and talk, and then to have the guys respond to me the way they did, it was there's not a more welcoming feeling in the world, and that's probably why I've always felt home here, and that's why I feel like it is my home now, because from that point on, at 1-3, when they asked me to be the leader and started to speak up, the next week we beat the Porvoo Butchers, who had won 5 or 6 championships in a row, and the Wolverines had never beaten in the Maple League, and we beat them 31-7, quite handily. There was no question about it. It wasn't even close. And it was because we all came together and we believed in the same thing and we believed in each other and just executed a game plan. And it's a beautiful thing to watch. And from that point on, we went on and had the best record the rest of the season in the league and just fell short of the Maple Bowl. But it was just an awesome thing to be a part of, to see that type of turnaround.
Helsinki Wolverines has played over 10 years in the Maple League. How do you feel about rebuilding the team in the first division?
Well, the Maple League, the Wolverines are a Maple League team. There's no question about that. But sometimes you have to take a step back to take 2 steps forward. And with everything that they went through last year, it was necessary to take a step back and rebuild. Would we had stayed in the Maple League, I don't think it would have been a wise financial decision, and it wouldn't have been a wise developmental decision, because you don't really move into the Maple League to develop players. And right now the main focus of the organization is to build the family around us and develop Finnish talent. And there's a lot of it around here, but in the Maple League it can get washed away if the organization isn't ready for that yet. So as we work on building our Finnish talent and our foundation, the next time we try to make a bid for the Maple League, it should be a lot more successful.
The the off-season training has started. What's your philosophy during this period of training?
The philosophy is to build better humans. At the end of the day, we are simply trying to make better athletes who are comfortable in their own skin. When you take the football field in pads, it's a fast, intense, aggressive, very dangerous sport. And if you're not doing things correctly, you're putting yourself in danger, you're putting the people next to you in danger, you're putting the other team in danger. And it's not something that you want to toy around with. So before we're even comfortable getting to giving plays and talking about actual football assignments, first you have to make better humans that understand how to use their bodies, so the techniques that we use in the game of football aren't something you think about. It's just the way you walk, the way you breathe, the way you think. It's who you are. And the closer we get to that, the more confident as a coaching staff and more secure we are in starting to implement game plans and actual play calls and things like that for our athletes to handle. But first, you got to build a better human. It's a safety issue more than anything. And plus, if you just don't know how to handle yourself, you don't know how to move like a football player, you're not going to win a lot of games.